Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today's an interesting day because it is Thursday, but I just took the day off. I took tomorrow Friday off as well. Me and my wife are going on our anniversary trip, coming up on 2 years, which is crazy. I don't have a reason to be riding right now. I just want to ride, so I don't know. I think I'll figure out something to do. I might follow this truck and go that way. Or, I don't know, I'll get lost over here. It is a beautiful day so far. It's pretty early in the morning, so it's not as hot as it's gonna be. I think I looked, the temperature read 82, which luckily when we're moving like this, it's not really that noticeable. And yeah, I have 0 direction today, so this is going to be similar to my older videos where I didn't have anywhere specific I needed to go. I am excited. Well, I guess a little bit of backstory. Last weekend, me and my wife went to South Florida. I went to a Allman Brothers tribute concert with one of my friends, and it was pretty fun. But overall, pretty good, pretty chill weekend. We didn't do much, and it was more than I could have asked for. We did go to a place that had really, really good cracked conch, and I ordered a half-pound of it, and after I ate it, I wish I ordered a pound. I wouldn't have been able to finish it all, but man, it was so good. I just wanted to keep eating it. And they did their I got onion rings as my side, and it's kind of hard to tell, but in this image, but they did their onion rings with red onion. I don't know if I've ever had red onion rings before, but it was pretty tasty. I'd do it again. And then, so I guess this week, I knew we were going on our anniversary trip on Friday. So a few weeks ago, I didn't realize I had Monday off, mostly because I don't pay attention to our holiday schedule, and I just kind of get told when not to show up to work. And since my boss was out of town for a conference, I just decided, what's up, brother? I decided to take Thursday and Friday off, because why not? Originally I wanted to just give myself today as a day to do something like this and to spend some time around the house and not really do too much, just catch up on some stuff I haven't been able to do because of work. Maybe even play some Forza, even though I played a little bit too much last night. Just overall have a chill day in preparation for a chill anniversary weekend. And I think it was a pretty good idea personally, but I don't know. What's this guy on? Or is that's a girl? It's been a good week, a little long, but ironically, because it's probably the shortest week I ever worked. But I had to fit a lot. I had to fit a week's worth of work in 2 days. I had to train one of the other positions to do some of my daily tasks so that he could do them while I'm gone. Yeah, I don't know. It was a good few days of work. And now I get to not think about work until Monday, right when we go right back into busy season. But all that being said, hopefully y'all are having a good week. What is that? That is a KTM. I thought it was a KTM. I just didn't want to say it. Yeah, oh, over the weekend, editing my last video, I went back. So I did start editing when I first started this channel on DaVinci Resolve, and I liked it, but I wanted to see how much of my out of work stuff I could replace solely on Linux. So I started using Kdenlive. I know you can use DaVinci on Linux, but I've heard that there's some issues, and my computer's not necessarily set up the best for Linux in the first place, and so I didn't want to have to tinker and deal with issues. So I got Kdenlive, and it works great. That's what pretty much all of my videos in the last few months have been edited on. Probably since about the 13th-ish motovlog. I mean, it works as a video editor, but this last weekend, because I needed to edit on my laptop, I downloaded DaVinci Resolve on my laptop, and I figured out, because I mean, basically all I do when I edit, and I could do better edits in the future, and if I do other types of videos, I usually edit a little bit differently. But for this style of video, I usually just cut out a lot of the silence, cut out a lot of my ums and buts and ands, just the filler stuff that doesn't really matter. And I learned about a ripple cut that you can just cut anywhere where there's no audio within a certain amount of frames. And that took like, because normally, however long I've recorded, which is usually over an hour, I just sit there and watch through the whole thing and cut out silences as I pass them. I usually try to use keybinds and get it done quickly, and then I watch back through it again just to make sure that like what I'm talking about is great. So sometimes it takes me like 2 hours to do that, which is why I edit so simply. But with that ripple cut, I was able to just take out all that silence immediately, and then any conversation I didn't want to include, I just deleted the section that remained. And I mean, I think it worked great. Maybe I can adjust the settings a little bit so that it's not as choppy and it doesn't cut as aggressively. But if you watch that video, let me know what you think. I mean, I'm probably going to do it again on this video, so let me know what you think about the editing here. If it's too much, if I'm jumping around a bit too quickly, let me know. Since I can't do wheelies, that's all I could do for the kid. I think I'm gonna turn right here. I'm gonna see where this goes. I don't come out this way often. I mean, most of my life I don't need to, right? I live in Orlando and work in Winter Garden. This is kinda the other side of Orlando from all of that. Which I've probably gone this way before on video. It's just been so long since I've just gone for a ride to go for a ride instead of commuting to work. It does feel good to just get out on the bike. I will also say, I'm a little bit late to doing it, but I did finally lube my chain this morning, and I actually hear a difference in the bike, so I gotta stay on top of that a little bit better. I mean, a few 100 miles over, oh well. I mean, I guess I was at the high end of when I should. Also, I'm a bigger guy, so I probably cause a little bit more strain than some other people. That's just how it is. Ooh, MSF class? Heck yeah, brothers. Sometimes I wish I could do the MSF class again. I know that sounds weird. I have thought about doing, the company I did my MSF with has like a few other classes that they do for like more experienced riders, I guess. And I've thought about doing them. I mean, I could always learn more, right? So that's part of the reason. But the other reason is I just want people to ride with. And like I've tried to convince pretty much every single one of my friends to get one. But the ones with wives say that their wives won't let them. The ones without wives are worried about the expense of it, which understandable. It's not cheap. I mean, it can be cheaper if you go with a used bike that's a bit older, which is probably what I should have done, but I don't know. I do feel like everyone that starts this journey starts it a little differently. I mean, there's some people that start super young, some people that start super old, some people like me that start after I get married, which means like, I mean, I do some dumb stuff sometimes, also McLaren GT, but I also know, or I also don't want to be super risky because I do want to make it home to my wife, you know? So like, I know some people that are younger, don't have a partner, and they just go crazy all the time on their bike, and that's fine. It's fun. I mean, as long as they're within their own risks, which some of them aren't, or risk tolerance, and shoot, I forget what the graph is, but it's like risk versus skill. It's like the more skill you have, the more risk you can take, but also, in general, the more risk you avoid, because you understand how dangerous it actually is. But, I don't know, I mean, there's a time to be stupid, and there's a time not to be. And I mean, it's one of my things, like with cars, I've always had the idea of like, if I am in heavy traffic, I'm not going to be the one speeding and weaving through lanes. It just increases the potential to crash a lot more. Whereas if it's an open road, no one else is there, the only person I can hurt is myself. I can go a little faster. I can have a little bit more fun. I'm not gonna put someone else's life in danger. And like, some people have the mentality of like, oh, well, I'm on a motorcycle. Even if I rear end someone going Mach 40, I'm still gonna be the only one to get hurt. And that's just not always the case. I mean, bikes have weight too, depending on where you hit. Like, if I were to T-bone someone in the driver's side going 80 miles an hour, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna die. But they're definitely gonna get injured too. So, I mean, be safe out there. You have to value your own life. Have fun. I mean, to me, even just being on a bike is more fun than not. But I know everyone kind of has their own risk tolerance and own worth and all that other jazz. I'm gonna have fun when I can. I mean, I'm already having fun, but there's a time and place for everything. And with like, I mean, I know my bike's a little too big for it. Like, something I'm learning is a lot of the outdoor go-kart tracks that I like and want to go to do motorcycle days, motorcycle track time. But this bike's a little bit too big for it. So I'd have to get a different bike. Which I did say, if I wanted to get into track, I'd probably get like an R3 or a Ninja 3 to 500, whatever. I think they're all the same class bike, but I could be wrong. But whatever is affordable, and then do some track mods to it, and take it to one of these go-kart places. I mean, there's one that looks sick that I saw one of my friends go to after I learned about it, but it's all the way out in frickin' Bushnell, which is probably an hour and 15-ish from where I live on a good day. But it's another outdoor track like I went to a few videos ago, Orlando Kart Center. I mean, I love that track. And the Bushnell track's a bit further, but it's very similar karts, if not slightly faster. A cool track that actually has a bridge that you go over. Like, you go under the bridge and over the bridge. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I just want to be doing more stuff like that. Being on track is fun. I mean, even in a go-kart that goes like 40 miles an hour, you feel so much. You're so close to the ground that it feels like you're flying. And, I mean, I have been... going back to Forza, I don't remember exactly what I talked about last week, but that's kind of been like my main after work hangout time has been playing Forza. And I've beat the main story, which the main story is just the wristbands. And I did the second half of it on wheel, I beat it, never mind, I beat it over the weekend. Odd by Steam Deck. But then when I got back, I was doing a whole bunch of extra races and like the seasonal playlist stuff on wheel, and it was fun. But I ended up just, where am I? Because that's Universal stuff. Am I close to Universal? I mean, I guess I'm coming up on iDrive. There's the Orlando Eye. But in Forza, after I beat the game, I just turned off map, turned off all notifications, turned off all HUD elements, and got in first person in a few different Japanese cars. Like, I changed them out over time. And I just explored the map, which is kind of like what I'm doing here a bit, you know? Like, this is real life, obviously. I'm on a motorcycle. But no map, and just kind of making turns and seeing where they go, which I probably should turn around soon, because I am, I guess, in the back area of Universal, and I'm going right into tourist heck right now. But yeah, it was fun to just kind of get lost in that game, explore new areas that I hadn't been to yet, which is not what I'm wanting to do right now. Can't do a U-turn here, apparently. And I'm not turning into the restricted Lockheed area. This is the part of Orlando I want to stay away from. I hate this area. I mean, I say that, one of my friends lives out here, so I'll probably be spending a little bit more time over here now. Well, my roommate moved out here after he left. Someone's going into Lockheed. Yeah, up here I will probably take John Young back once I get back to John Young. But yeah, I don't know. Forza's been fun. It is one of those games that it's like, it's sad that it deserves the praise that it's getting, but it deserves the praise that it's getting because every other game that's released recently has not released in a finished state, and it at least has released in a finished state. It's fun to play. It has a whole bunch of cars to offer it. I mean, there is some car pass, battle pass thing. There is going to be the live service FOMO of missing out on some of the new cars that released through the festival playlist. But it's a beautiful map, and it is a fun game, which is better than most new games that release. And I mean, I do think there is some progression issues, some of the way they handle certain things I'm not the biggest fan of. But at least it's better than Forza 5 was, Horizon 5, and probably Horizon 4. So credit where credit's due. It's a pretty good game. I'm going to be playing it for a while, on wheel. Also, there have been so many Waymos out today. I've been trying not to bring it up, but that's probably like the 4th or 5th one I've seen. I mean, to be fair, there's a chance that that's the same one I saw not too long ago when they were turning, I think they might have been turning left. But I feel like I would have passed them a long time ago if that was the case. Well, here's where I do something different. I'm getting on John Young. Hopefully this is the way, I think this is the way I go. Because I'm pretty sure I came up from that way to turn here. So if I turn left, that should be heading back towards home. I mean, I think I've already been riding for an hour, which is crazy. But yeah, when I do stuff like this and just explore, there's another Waymo. But when I do stuff like this and just explore like this in my head, it's like when I'm playing Forza, discovering new roads, and the map changes colors from like dark gray to light gray, or dark gray to orange for the off-road sections. Like, I'm just picturing that in my mind as I'm driving on some of these roads, because have I probably been on this road before? Yeah, I doubt that I haven't, but it's been so long that I don't even know when it would have been. Who has a green light right now? Why do we all have reds? Like, not a single person is moving. Huh? Oh, but yeah, it is a stunningly beautiful day so far. I mean, I am starting to sweat a bit, but I couldn't ask for more. Decent cloud cover so the sun's not just beating down on me. A nice bike to ride on. What else could I want out of life? I don't really know what else to talk about, so I might just end it here. I'm excited for this weekend. Next week's gonna be a crazy week because my actual 2-year anniversary is next week, and my birthday is also next week. I am becoming old. I'm not at the my sister's a few years older than me. And last night we were all at her house, and I did think it was kind of funny. My wife was like, you know, it's his 28th birthday next week. My sister was like, 28? You know, that's no longer mid-20s. And I was like, yeah, but at least I'm not 30. I don't know. I thought it was kind of funny. A little sibling banter. But anyway, I did also, last time I brought my bike over to their house. I mean, my sister and her husband were out of town, but my wife and my mom were watching her kids, I think. That's what was going on. So we went by to have dinner, or I went by to have dinner with my family and my sister's kids, and I had my motorcycle because I just came from work. I drove it in that morning, and my niece would not let up on asking, like, because I know my family is pretty against motorcycles in general, and I know this. It's why it took me till I was 27 to buy a motorcycle. I mean, I don't think my dad really cares, but I know like my sister and mom are pretty against them. And while we were there, like I got a photo of my niece on the bike. She wanted to sit on it, sent it to my sister, like haha. And then when I went inside to change, because we did that like pretty much right when I got there. When I went inside to change, she was like, oh, can I go for a ride on it with you? And I was like, well, you know, it's not up to me, it's up to your parents. So like we're gonna have to ask them when they're back. And she was like, well, do you think I can ride on it with you? Like, you think I'd be able to? And I was like, well, again, it's not up to me, it's up to your parents. And she was like, well, but if I was your kid, would you let me ride with you? And like, to me mentally, like, yeah. But I could never say that. So I was like, I don't know, it's up to your parents. Like, they're the ones raising you, it's up to them. And it just non-stop, and she's like, well, no, leave my parents out of it. Would you let me ride? It was just constant. But I know she enjoys it. Last night she was saying, I mean, she's 7. She just finished 1st grade. And that's what we had a little dinner last night, like celebrating the end of the school year. And she was like, when I'm in college, I'm gonna have a garage. And in my garage, I'm gonna have a whole bunch of cars. And I wonder if Pops will let me borrow one of his cars to keep there for show. And like, I like cars, which is funny because I think she only says that because she knows I like cars. I don't know if she really likes them, but every time I come over, I did it once with her. I scrolled Facebook Marketplace cars when I was looking for a car for Taylor with her. And now it's like every single time I'm at their house, I get asked, can we look at Facebook Marketplace? And it's like I know my sister doesn't want them on screens all the time, which I respect, honestly. I mean, screens are killing us, in my opinion. But it is like, I did it once with her, and now it's every single time I'm at their house, it's, can we look at Facebook Marketplace? And so I gave in last night, and there were some cool cars on there, some that were, I mean, I did a filter, because like, if I buy another car right now, to me, it would be replacing my truck, and so I want an old truck, like pre-1972 truck. And so that's what I just searched. I searched for pre-1972 vehicles on Facebook Marketplace. And there was some cool stuff, but some people, man, there's one cool build. It was a old cab over semi-truck type thing from like the early 50s, late 40s maybe, with a trailer. And it was all like this bronze patina look, but they wanted $380,000 for it. And I mean, I know they probably have a decent bit of money into it, but like, that is, in my opinion, way too expensive for what that thing is. I mean, it's cool. Like, I think it'd be awesome to own. But like, I showed it to my dad and asked him how much he thought it was. And I like kind of prodded at him to be like, they're asking for more than you think it's probably worth. And he said $170,000 or $150,000. So when I told him it was almost $400,000, he just laughed. But old cars are cool. And I do wonder, back then they probably didn't think they were as cool. I mean, obviously it's cool when you're young to get a car, right? Whatever it is. But they probably enjoyed the freedom aspect of it, but I don't know if they were able to appreciate how nice those cars are compared to the standard cars we have now. I mean, looking around, that Nissan, that Kia, and that Kia are all roughly the same shape. They all roughly look the same. That Toyota fits that same mold. They're all crossovers. Whereas you go back into like the 50s, and each manufacturer had like their specific style. And I'm not gonna say there weren't like copies, like the Bel Air had fins, the Impala had fins. I think there was a Ford that also had fins. Like they kind of copied those styles from each other. I mean, I guess the Impala is a Chevy, so that's not really copied. But they were all still had their own unique design elements where I feel like you can mistake certain cars for other cars all the time. I think it's pretty easy to. But anyway, I've been recording way longer than I thought I would, so this is probably going to be the end to my video today. I don't know what I'm going to edit this. I don't want to edit it today, and I have a lot that I want to get done. Well, I say get done. I'm messing around a lot today. I have a massage later. I'm not really doing anything super important. But I hope you're having a good week. I hope you had a good week. I guess I post these on Saturday. I hope you will have a good week the next week. I'm just trying to vibe through life. Everyone else should too. There's a lot of cool things you can do with your time. Just explore what you want to do. And if you hate the job you're in right now, like, number one, be grateful you have a job. There's a lot of people that don't. Number two, this isn't, what you're doing right now isn't what you have to be doing for the rest of your life either. Be creative. Do fun things. If you want to buy a motorcycle to ride off some steam, why not? It's never too late to get started on something you want to do. That's something I keep on having to tell myself. Anyway, bye.